Welcome, Bodgers. Something a little bit different again. As you know, I volunteer with AD from Blown 8 Cylinder at RAF Snaith Museum, and through the research that I've been doing, one of the vehicles, shall we say, on the aircraft that we found was actually tested at Snaith was the Rotachute. The Rotachute was an idea that they'd be able to drop troops behind enemy lines or spies by the Rotachute, which could be steered rather than the parachutes of the time. There was a lot of parachutists that got dropped behind enemy lines way off target, and it was something of a failure at times. So the Rotachute was similar to an autogyro, just that it wasn't actually powered. The Rotachute was worked like an autogyro, just that there was nothing to propel it forwards in order for the rotors to turn. It would be the plan was to drop it from the back of an aircraft or to tow behind an aircraft, maybe 3 or 4 of them. But obviously, as the war developed, other means of doing that with the troops, or once we took back over France and things like that, it pretty much became a redundant idea. There were several variants up to the Mark IV, I believe. This one covers the Mark III and IV. The differences were the Mark III was pretty hard to steer, shall we say. The back end of the vehicle was a little wayward, and which meant that they had to put vertical stabilisers here on the tail of the aircraft. Quite an unusual vehicle. There is one in the Army Museum, Army Aviation Museum. There is an example of one, but we're not sure whether that one is actually a replica or whether it's a genuine article. There weren't that many of them made. Some reports say 9, some reports say 20. One did get sent to America for evaluation in the late 40s, early 50s. It was evaluated by them, but again found to be of little use by the time that it was actually needed. So this vehicle, I'm going to make a scale replica. Now, as you might have seen on some of the videos from RAF Snaith, we do have a Halifax bomber, which is made to a 1/72 scale. And what we're going to do is put this together and make this one, and put that maybe on the same diorama, as they call them, on the same scene. Maybe not. I might do a separate little display of this. There is a kit that's 1/32 scale, which I might do also. If this one goes well, might put it on the diorama with the Halifax and make the 1/32 scale. But one thing that I would like to do is build a 1:1 scale. Not build the real thing so as it can fly, but build a mock-up. And hopefully we'll be able to show the visitors a 1:1 scale of an aircraft that actually flew from Snaith, because unfortunately the budget doesn't stretch to a Halifax replica, or a Wellington replica, or an Oxford replica, and all these different planes that flew from Snaith. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this as we go. It's going to be several episodes, I think, because obviously things need to dry and go back together and things like that. So yeah, it's going to be several series of videos. First of all, first one is the kits that we've got. This one is by Fly, 1/72 scale, like I said, and the number is 72021, and it's a Rotachute Mark III and a Mark IV. They do give you the bits to make it up. But yeah, so we're going to put this together, and over the next over some episodes. No idea what I'm going to call the series. Again, we're still carrying on with the Exploring with Wish.com series, and I will also be doing other explores or other little projects in between as well. So, you know, it's going to be rolling on for a little while, is this one. But we'll get there eventually. So this kit cost about £7, something like that. Got it online from Amazon. Not Amazon, eBay. There's been several different kits that have all been modified in various ways over the years. I think this one was the latest one. Just got a rebox, I think, a bit later on in 2013. But anyway, so we're going to make this up, and let's see what we've got. So we've got the kit, and today I also went into a shop that we've got here locally called Boise's, and we got some acrylic paints. Humberol I've heard of before. You see that? Humberol. And we've got a matte black and a matte yellow, a matte cream, because the back of the plane was actually you see that? Yeah. The back of the vehicle, all this was actually made out of dope. It was material that had been doped, a bit like the World War I fighters and things like that, and a couple of World War II ones, where it's fabric that had been doped, make it a bit stiffer. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. And I've got a metallic just for the metal parts, etc. And some Humberol glue, poly cement, whatever you like to call it. So yeah, paints, that. I've got some small tweezers because the parts on this are very small, as you'll see a bit later on. And some model making brushes, all from Boise's. I don't know if you have them in your part of the world, let me know in the comments below. And I got this thing because let's open this one up. Let's take a look, shall we? Crinkle, crinkle. So what we have here is this thing where I can put stuff in these little grippers and actually glue them together, and also use magnifying glass so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm an old man now, and you know, I'll need to hold things fairly still while I glue them. So that's the plan with that. Got quite a sturdy base to it, to be honest. Didn't cost too much, about £5 I think, which in the grand scheme of things isn't too bad, I guess. You know, it's not the best of quality, but hopefully it'll do the job. Yeah, so that's that. So let's take a look at the kit. Where are we? Yeah, so there's two variants, Mark III and Mark III, but it actually is Mark IV because it comes with the uprights to put on there. Stickers it comes with. One is the American decals, which I'm guessing that's what they would have put on when one went across to America, but this is post-war. I think one went over there to be assessed. Start with the instructions. Nothing too out of the way there. You know, seems quite easy to follow. It is a small kit, but you can pretty much work it out as you go, I think. So yeah, like I said, this is the entire kit on this one little frame here. So we've got the back, and what we've got, the steering controls, which are there on my finger, and the ski that went underneath, and the rotors, wheels, and the tail fins. That's the seat there on top of my finger. Yeah, that's the ski, various other bits and pieces. Like I say, hopefully, if we can, we'd like to recreate this as a full-sized aircraft, which will be able to keep at the museum, but maybe also be able to transport to different air shows and things like that, and try and get a bit of publicity to the museum if we can. So they're the decals, and these are some metallic parts for the back of the seat, the uprights for on the rear of the vehicle, and those are for the, can we see those? Sort of. So yeah, various metallic little parts. Again, this is why I've got the thing with the pincers on, so and the tweezers, so I can actually hold them, because I've got big sausage fingers and it would be a bit of a struggle. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to put this together over a series of videos and see how it turns out. Hopefully it'll turn up okay. Like I say, I'm going to do the 132 scale version of this as well, and yeah, I'm going to do the 132 scale of this and see if that one's any better as a kit. Hopefully be a bit better for my sausage fingers, and then it should give me an idea of shape and things to actually build one of these. I am trying to find the blueprints. Obviously this is a secret project during World War II, and 80 years on, finding the plans to a secret project are going to be fairly hard, but it should give me an idea, and obviously it does give me scale. I have found some drawings and articles which describes how it was built and the size of things, so hopefully there should be enough to try and build that. The rear half had a wooden framework, and then the front half, where the pilot sits, was actually made of metal and bolted up to the wooden frame at the back, and then obviously it was doped after. Did come with wheels. I believe the American version got a tail wheel as well, just to make it a bit more stable on landing, because it was left to be something desired. It was towed up in the air by a tiger moth, and it was hopefully going to be towed up by other aircraft, but it never really happened. What they did was actually tow it behind, first of all, a Ford truck, and then behind a car, which I think it was a Bentley, but I'll confirm that as we go. Try and read you some of the history off as we build this model over the next few weeks or months, or however long it takes. You know, I have all the time in the world. Try and make a good job of it, and hopefully it'll stand up to the exacting standards of Ady's model that he built for the museum, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, Bodgers. It's just a short video, just an introduction to what we're going to be doing. I'll have to try and think of a title. If you see anything that I'm doing wrong as I go, or if you think that there's some way I can improve on the model, or a different technique I can use to actually build it, and I'll put those into practice, probably on the second model, because obviously this will be built by then. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, Bodgers. So keep watching, keep subscribing. Subscribe to Blown 8 Cylinder, to Pippa Wood's channel, his daughter, and to IKS, to the Hell on Earth Boys, to ALW Research, to Junkyard Mook, Junkyard Digs. All the links will be in the comments below, and in the description below, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, Bodgers, and yeah, just a one-take job. See how it goes, and we'll see you later. Bye.